on the adult side. It gets more common the older you get, my friend. It seems like you might be. Well, keep up the good work, man.
graduation gown. It's right next to a long black dress that I got. And like, all the shirts and South End. And I told her I was 6 years. Yes. That would be funny. You probably wear it too. I left Jacob and Hayden up too, and I'm like, I thought you could get yourself in, right? But
Nope, just checking everything.
I know. Better, it's not.
graduation. We're so grateful that you all could make it, everyone from near and far, to celebrate with us these fabulous young people. The culmination of their dreams and all their accomplishments thus far. Please stand for the graduation processional.
You got it.
We'd like to start this evening off by having the national anthem sung by Miss Vaughn. line, turning around and facing the flag. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Something's in the air. It's like that feeling when you're just about to kill it. Take your last shot, you know you're gonna hit it. Something's in the air. Something's in the air. Whoa. Something big, I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something big, I feel it happening. Oh, whoa, whoa, something big. It's like that feeling when you're about to win the medal.
track. We can wait forever for the worthwhile track. And oh, you wanna start talking, fall together. I'm walking, face the lie that I'm hawking. We can all
Life's like a road that you travel on. There's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't.
It's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity, Mr. Blue sky is living in the day. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong?
Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know about one thing I got to do. I ramble on. Now the time is now. Sing my song. I'm going round the world. I gotta find my girl on my way. I've been this way 10 years to the day. Ramble on. Find the queen of all my dreams. Got no time for spreading room. The time has come to be gone. And though our health we drank 1,000 times, it's time to ramble on.
Bumper cloud for Cliff. Bumper cloud for
where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving good.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if I could ever.
I've been going through something. I struggle with my inner man. I hustle, I do what I can. Tuxedo.
something's in the air. It's like the
I'd like to thank Mr. Gore for putting that together. It holds a lot of precious memories of these young people's milestones. Sitting on stage with us is our superintendent, Sherry Becker, and also our school board president, Shannon Silverthorne. We want to welcome and recognize them for the integral role played in the lives of these young people today. Thank you for being here. Also with us is Miss Amy McDonald. She was chosen by the graduating class to speak on behalf of their years here, and we're so appreciative of all that she's invested in their lives, and in our school, and in our community through the years. She was a former Thorne Day School student herself. And she's been with Southeast Island School District for how many years? 22 years. The invaluable mentoring and coaching she has provided our students will remain with them forever. So we'd like to invite her up now and to speak on their behalf.
So I'm going to wear this goofy mic because anybody who's ever seen me do a graduation speech knows I have a really hard time standing still behind something like this. So we're going to give this a try this time. It's awesome to see so many Thorne Bay people here to support our graduates tonight. Thank you for that. Give yourselves a big round of applause for supporting these cool kids. Kids. You'll always be kids, sorry. That's the way it works. Do you know what? My teachers still think I'm a kid, and I'm 52. So the other day I was talking to Everett Cook. Is Everett here? No. Good, I'm glad, because I'm kind of going to make fun of him a little bit. We were talking and I said, Everett, who was your speaker at your graduation? And he said, geez, Amy, I don't even remember who that was. And I thought, well, geez, that must have been a really memorable speech. I said, who did you graduate with? And he started naming people he graduated with, and I said, well, dang, I gave your graduation speech. Like, neither one of us remembered that I was the one that gave the graduation speech. So that made me think, because that was kind of a blink of an eye, I forgot about it. So I've done a lot of these, and so I was like, what makes them memorable? So I thought, okay, one thing is having things for them to walk away with, right? So they have something to look at later. And one of these speeches, and the kids will tell you, they remember, I decided that instead of standing up here and talking, I was going to sit with them. So, can you hand me that bag, Joanna? Yeah. So you guys, because this is really about you guys, right? It's not about, I did that I wanted to chat with you a little bit about something that's really important, and I would assume that every adult in this room would agree, and that's about gratitude, of being thankful, and readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. That's an okay definition, right? But what I'd like to emphasize about that is gratitude is also, it's about giving to other people, but it's also about receiving gratitude. And when we receive gratitude, it does a whole bunch for our bodies and our brains, and lots of different things happen. Chemicals are released, and our bodies feel different ways, and our bodies really tell our brains what to do, right? So feeling good. So anybody who knows me really well knows that I'm super curious about why our bodies and our brains do what they do, like the why of it, right? So recently I've been studying a little bit about what gratitude is and what it does to our bodies. So gratitude, the biggest thing about gratitude is it releases a chemical called dopamine. Everybody say dopamine. One more time, like I can hear you. Dopamine. Yeah, nicely done. So dopamine it's kind of like this reward chemical in our brain and in our bodies. And it motivates us, and it gives us pleasure, it makes us happy, right? So I'm going to read you a definition of dopamine too, because I don't want to make a mistake. Dopamine is the get up and go combo in the brain. It's the reward chemical. It helps us to stay motivated, to attain goals, and to increase productivity. You get like this plan, you meet your own expectations. You know what? Foods that we like to eat or drink sometimes give us a release of dopamine also if there's something that really special, like, I don't know, chocolate. It's also released when you're telling your story, when you're talking to people, and people are really listening to you, right? When you feel really listened to by other people. So it's kind of like happening right now, because you guys have reached this huge goal of graduating from high school. And so there's all this dopamine released in your body. That doesn't mean that you're not nervous because you're up here in front of all these people that are staring at you. Look. Just a reminder, we're all staring at you out there. So, giving gratitude. Remember I said it's important to give and receive gratitude? So, one thing, people think that when you do something nice for somebody else, it has to be this like huge gesture, right? It really doesn't have to be a huge gesture. Giving gratitude can be little things, right? So, I have a little task for you. Because there's lots of people here. See all these people out here, they're here to celebrate you. Probably some of them have better things that they could be doing tonight, right? But they all chose to come here because they're proud of you and they're here to support you. So, there is a table down there. You guys are gonna get up and do something in a minute, okay? When I say go, I want you to go down to that table, and there's a whole bunch of stickers on that table. And I want you to pick 2 or 3 of those stickers, and I want you to give them to people in the crowd that you want to show a little bit of gratitude to. Now, it could be a teacher that helped you with something to help you graduate. It could be your parents. Holy cow, you should probably give them 10 or 12 stickers. It could be a grandparent. It could be a community member. It doesn't matter. Somebody out there who you want to show some gratitude to. And please don't walk up to them and say, here's a sticker, right? Like, what are some things you might say when you're showing somebody gratitude? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for what, Bianca? Yeah, exactly. So tell them a little bit about why you're giving them the sticker. Go. Get out of here. Go do it. Tell him why, Jacob. I'm watching.
Can't hear you, Jacob.
All right. Thanks, you guys. How'd that feel? Pretty good? Yeah? Get to talk to some people that you care about out there? Nice. I like it. All right. So, giving gratitude, super important. We also need to be able to receive gratitude. And sometimes giving is easier than receiving because it's easier to compliment other people than it is to take compliments ourselves, right? But I want you to listen, there's 6 qualities of gratitude that are like huge benefits that I want you to remember. So, do you have a piece of paper and a pencil? This is school, right? I'm kidding. It's a joke, Ellie. It's a joke. Dang, I should have thought about that. So the first one is that gratitude releases stress. Big deal. Like, none of us need as much stress in our lives as we have. There's a whole big world out there that puts a bunch of stress on us, and anything we can do to relieve some gratitude or some stress is really important. It improves your sleep quality. You're a little bit young, but when you get old, like the rest of us up here, some of them, sleep is really important. So it helps you sleep better. It improves your heart health. We gotta take care of our hearts. It enhances relationships. And we all know that solid, kind, caring relationships are the key to success in our future. Whatever we define success as, the more solid relationships we have with other people, the easier it is to reach that success. Right? So keep those relationships in mind. And of course, gratitude makes you happier. It's all better to be happier. So, under your chairs, and I already know I screwed this up a little bit. Under your chairs, there's something called the gratitude ring, and I tried to put them under the chair of the person I thought would be sitting in that spot, but Eric already has Dallins. So, if you want to figure it out, pass them to the right people, I would super appreciate that. Oh, because your last name starts with a T, and T belongs on that end of the, yeah, got it. Figured it out. I forgot the fox. I did. My bad. That's how I screwed it. I told you I screwed up. Okay, so these gratitude rings, there's a little card on there that tells you what they are. But the idea is that sometimes we need a refresher on some of this gratitude that we receive. We forget about it sometimes. Those of you who come to the Flight Club, you know we do these stacks where we write kind things to other people at Flight Club. And one time, a friend of mine's daughter went to college, and she called me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Miss Amy, finals are tomorrow, and I'm freaking out, and I'm just not going to do well. I'm really scared." And so we talked for a long time about some strategies to calm down and just like decide that it was all going to be fine. And the next day, she sent me a text after her finals. She said, "Miss Amy, I read my stack from Flight Club, and I kicked bleep on my finals." Right? And that's what this is about. Having this, can I borrow yours, Zoe? Yeah, having this ring, it's a ring with a card on it that kind of talks about what it's for. And the ring opens, so you can open it up. And as you receive little cards, maybe there'll be a really special card in your graduation boxes out there. You can punch a hole in it and you can add it to this gratitude ring so that someday when you need to sit down and be like, "Oh my gosh, I just need a little bit of oomph, right? I need a little gratitude, I need some dopamine." You can read your cards or whatever's on your ring. So I started your ring by adding a card, so you can all read it if you would like right now. I will give you a hint. It's a good idea to open the ring and take the card off and read it instead of tearing the card off, because then you can't put it back on, right? So you guys, yeah. I just thought, we're sitting up here nervous, right? So the next thing I want to talk to you about, there's this group online, and they're called Soul Pancake. And they did this experiment in happiness. And you can Google it. I think it's called the Happiness Experiment, I think. And what they did was they wanted to find out, so some scientists said that happiness is the strongest indicator. Your happiness is indicated by the amount of gratitude that you either show or you receive, right? So what they did is they called a bunch of people in, and they said to them, close your eyes and think about somebody who is really important to you. And then they gave them a piece of paper and a pen, and they said, write down everything about this person that you can think about. So they gave them some time to do that, quiet time to do that. And then they didn't know this, but when they were done writing, they said to them, all right, now call that person that you wrote about and read them what you wrote. And they were like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. One of them said, oh, she lives all the way in England. I can't call her. She's like so many time zones away. And they were like, call her, wake her up, doesn't matter, right? So these people called these people and read them. You'll cry if you watch it. Seriously, I wanted to show you guys the video, but there's some inappropriate language for school in there, so I didn't play it. So they called them and read what they wrote to these people. People cried. People were like, you know, super crazy. What they did at the beginning is they gave them kind of a little test to see how happy they were, right, to get a grade of their happiness. So at the end, after they called these people, they gave them the same test, but they like moved the questions around and maybe asked them in a different way. And what they learned, I'm going to read you the statistics about what they learned. Not that I think you're going to remember the statistics, but what I want you to remember is that that act of giving and receiving gratitude made these things happen, right? Made them happier. So, for those people who wrote about a person that meant a lot to them, but they couldn't call them for whatever reason, like this one older guy wrote about his high school accounting teacher, and the teacher had passed away, so he couldn't call them, right? So those kind of people said, based on their test, their happiness increased by 2 to 4%. Not a huge increase, but something, right? For those who wrote about the person and they called them, their happiness increased anywhere from 4 to 19%. Now, anybody who does math, where's Miss Lou Beth? Yeah, there she is. A 19% increase is pretty darn good, right? Yeah, right? I'm not a math person, but I know that. So the bottom line is that receiving and giving that gratitude increase the happiness of everybody, right? Everybody. So think about that. I know you won't remember those statistics, but the other thing is the people that saw the biggest jump in happiness was the person who came in and had the lowest score in happiness at the beginning. So it tells me that when I'm feeling at my lowest, I will increase my happiness rating the most if I give and receive some gratitude, right? All right. So the next thing, are you guys ready to receive some gratitude? Yeah? Right? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. All right. Sorry, Ely. So I'm going to come down here into the crowd. I have a terrible fear of these stairs. One time they flew out from underneath me. That was years ago, so. And if anybody in the crowd would like to show some gratitude to any of these wonderful graduates up there, just raise your hand or stand up and I'll bring the mic around. Thornby teachers, you've been prepped for this.
You guys are amazing, and you all show these excellent qualities. Because I can't talk about every one of you, I wanted to talk about 3 of you that embody some incredible gifts that you give to all of us. Bianca, you came here as an exchange student. You have done more in Alaska in the last 8 months than I think I've done in my entire life. So you live life to the fullest. You show us an example. Owie, you wanted to have esports, and you made it happen. You changed the world to what you wanted it to be, and that is a great quality for success. And James, today in school, the advice you gave, where is James? There you are, James. The advice you gave to the students was to smile at people. You don't know what they're going through. And you embody that. You brighten up the room when you walk into it. You are so kind and nice to others. Thank you for all you guys do. I know that all of you have these qualities, and thank you for that.
Thank you, Miss Sonia. I saw another hand like flying through the crowd.
Hi, Jacob. Love you. So I just want to say I'm very proud of what you've become, very proud of what you've done, very proud of what you've accomplished, and I'm very thankful, very grateful that you are turning into the man that I knew you could. And I'm looking forward to seeing what more you can do, Jacob. Owen, Josh, congratulations. I've known you guys since you were
Before they
yes.
Before they were born.
Congratulations, and the rest of you guys, congratulations too. I mean, I know I just met most of you yesterday, but hey, good job.
All right, who's next? All right. Woohoo!
I just wanted to say thank you, Bradley, for all the energy that you brought to our world. We've known him since he was very little. It's really hard to speak out loud because the first time I've had to be with you, it's just hard. Just changed our world right then. And don't make us quit.
All right, so we're newcomers to the island, and James has experienced so much love. The high school that James was supposed to graduate from had 3,000 kids. The year before he started on the stage, and you guys have made such a difference in James's world. Thank you.
I just want to say I'm super proud of all you guys, but there's a few that stand out a little bit because I've built a relationship with you guys, but super thankful for Bradley Trudeau and the part he has established in our family and with my children, and I'm really going to miss all your quirky little whatever you do all the time. Your little pranks, everything, stealing my cookies. I'm also super proud of Trinity for walking on that stage and graduating tonight. It's really neat to see all you guys, so congrats.
Miss Trinity, I'm so proud of you tonight. Your grandma's so proud of you and your mom. And we are happy to be able to share this night with you. We love you and we look forward to the adventures that have come. Okay, next.
I just want to say, it just feels so weird because I remember when you just, and now that you're more grown up, it's going to be really hard for me.
Well, I'm going to talk about all of you. Sorry. Bianca, thank you so much. This year has been great and rough at the same time. And you always come to class prepared and ready with a smile on your face. And it really makes a huge difference to a teacher. So thank you so much. James, you've got some of the most charismatic characteristics I've ever met. And you really do light up a room when you walk in. You definitely love how we banter. I really appreciate your sarcasm and your ability to just converse like that. It's not common that people can do that, and it's really appreciated because it can definitely brighten the day. Josh, I love having you in class. You are like the calm in the storm where everyone else, I mean, other than tormenting certain other students on it. But even that, you know, I really appreciate you being there, and it's been really fun this year. Owen, you always have something to say that is just so off the wall that I have no idea what you're talking about. And, you know, it just brings a smile to my face, and it's been really fun to see you guys grow up. I remember little Owie the most, I think, from all of you guys when you were little, just because I used to know James pretty well back then. Eric, believe it or not, I appreciate all of the comments and the arguing because it made me learn more and it made me search more in areas that were not my expertise. I'm still right about math though, so get over that. Dallin, you have got to be one of the subtly funniest people I've ever met in my life, and I really enjoy having you in class because you know how to make comedic events happen in like the most subtle way where you don't really know what happened until after it happened, and then half the time you don't know it was Dallin until way later, and I find out from somebody else. But it always brings a smile to my face, specifically thinking of some health assignments you turned in that definitely brought some smiles to my face. Jacob, you are so good at paying attention to how other people are feeling, specifically your teachers, and checking in to see how we're doing, and you know, if we're not having a great day, you do your best to bring a smile to our faces, and that's so appreciated. Trinity, you are so artistic, and you have some perspectives that I've never thought of before, and you really just, you were able to help me see different perspectives, and it's really appreciated because we all need new perspectives on things. So thank all of you. Have been wonderful this year.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And if you, Heather, on my way to your side.
I'm going to speak from up here. I want to thank Eric for coming, having the bravery to come to Alaska all the way from Germany and blessing us this year. You came into your family and you made it your own. And I know my little guys are going to miss you and Gia so much. So thank you for coming and sharing this year with us. Appreciate it. And James, you were our other foreign exchange student. From all the way from, where was it? Utah? Idaho? Utah, okay.
Southside.
That's pretty far away too. Anyway, we've really enjoyed having you in our home. You always take time for the little guys, and I know that can be interesting at times. I think they're mine, and I'm supposed to love them. So I understand. Anyways, thank you.
Okay. I've got something to say about every single one of you. I'm going to be nice. I'll start with Dallin because I'm going to let the secret out. He's my favorite. The question was always asked last year. Now I can say it because he's mine. I love him. I'm proud of you, Dallin. You've gone through a lot these last few years and you came out on top. This was your best year. I'm so glad that you ended the way that you did. And yes, it's just as funny at home as it is at school. Going quickly through all of you, Bianca, thank you for your patience with our family. You always have a good smile even when you're in really embarrassing situations, and I appreciate that. We're so glad that we've gotten to know you and your grace and your humor. It's been wonderful. James, I will miss our mind conversations at the concession stand. You're very good at letting your needs known when you have no voice and big pause. Bradley, I'm still not sure if I was the butt of the joke or if I just didn't understand what you were saying half the time, but I love your humor and I will miss you saying, can I tell a joke, and having to seriously pause, should he? Or should we wait till after school? I'm not sure, but I'll cross my fingers and we'll hear it. And yes, you are funny. Josh, when I met you, you were so shy, and you didn't like to look up, and you didn't like to make eye contact, and you have grown out of that. And you're so much more confidence that I see now. I'm so proud of you and your growth and everything that you've done this year. Owen, you were the first student that we met on the island, first kid that we met on the island when we were moving in, and you come to help us. And I thought, who is this incredible kid, and how old is he? Because he can have an adult conversation, and I was so impressed with your maturity and your hard work and your ethic, and here you are, valedictorian, and it's been appreciated. Jacob, you have been like a second son around all the time. I'm going to miss your humor. I'm going to miss your hugs and the sincere look in your eyes when you say something kind and what's coming from your heart. And Trinity, I'm so proud of you. You've had a rough path to get here to this day. You rose up and you did it. I remember when you decided, I'm going to do this, I'm going to finish. And the look on your face, I believed you. And here you are. You did it. You reached your goal. So, love you all.
All right. Thank you. So I know there's probably 100 more people out there who want to say something. And remember, after graduation, they'll be at their tables. So just like they are learning to give specific gratitude, you guys can continue your specific gratitude to them after we're done with this. So, my last thing, you guys. As you know, I'm a very proud Wolverine alumni. Graduated from here a long time ago, way before you were born. And I know that there are a whole bunch of Wolverine alumni in the crowd out there. So if you graduated from Thorne Bay School, please take a stand. Thank you guys. So I would like to be the very first, to welcome you to the ranks of the Thorne Bay Wolverine alumni. You've just joined a group of people proud of who they are and where they come from. No matter where you go for the rest of your lives, if you meet another Wolverine alumni, you will have a deep connection, you'll have a friend. I am super proud for you to join me as a Wolverine alumni. I have a little present for you. They're all the same, so we'll just pass one down, one down. Keep going. Congratulations, you guys! Woohoo!
Thank you. That was amazing. I think we'll all remember that speech for many years.
I hope so. I hope it's not like Everett.
Speaking on behalf of the student body, we have AK Trails Correspondence School Salutatorian Dorsha Hayes. He's going to be followed by Thorne Bay School Salutatorian Jake Nelson and valedictorian of Thorne Bay School Owen Jennings.
I would just like to say thank you to all my friends and to the staff here and the community that helped me get to the spot where I am today and keeping me in line. I'm so surprised to be at this spot right now. I did not think I was going to do this well. It's just exciting. I would like to thank a few teachers and staff that made a huge impact on my life and outside of school. Mr. McDonald, thank you for always pushing me to be my best and keeping me on track for graduation. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would have, or if I would have made it. Amy Jennings, she always makes my day. every day I come into school, she always has a smile on her face, and she always has a conversation with me. It always gets pretty interesting. So, thank you for putting your time and effort into helping me get here. I'd like to thank Ms. Bond. I don't think I've ever had a math teacher as good as you, and helped me get this far. And I'd like to thank a teacher that couldn't be here with, or to be here. I'd like to thank Mr. Gunkel for helping me get through math in middle school and being a great coach for basketball. He's done a lot for us, and he makes a huge impact on all of our lives. Thank you. And my family for pushing me and making it possible for me to graduate on time. Thank you to everyone that's worked here and has helped me get through to where I am. I couldn't be any more thankful for all of your help. Thank you.
Parents, staff, and graduates. I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to friends and family, for coming to this ceremony tonight. You all made such a great impact on all the students graduating today. It's crazy how fast the years go by. I remember sitting on the couch at 10 years old thinking about how cool it would be to graduate high school. Well, here we are, now that I'm standing up here, minutes away from getting my diploma. I'm starting to realize how much the school means to me. The students at the school are the most friendly I've ever seen. The staff at the school are so helpful, respectful, and so kind. The respect and care we get from our teachers is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. Congratulations to the class of 2022 for graduating in the middle of a pandemic. It's an impressive accomplishment. Not a lot of people can say that they graduated in a pandemic. Aside from that, I would like to thank a few people. First, I would like to thank for taking care of me and for supporting me all the way through my school years. They've done so much for me, I can't thank them enough. I would also like to thank my grandmas and grandpas, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everyone else who has given me their support. I would like to thank Mr. White for believing in me, supporting me through really tough times, and you've impacted everyone's life here at Thorne Bay School. I would like to thank Ms. Vaughn for being an amazing teacher and a role model. She is always happy to help, has great personality. You're going to be missed next year by everyone, so you might as well just stay. My friends, family, and our community members, you are all amazing. I'm so grateful I have you in my life, and I hope we can stay in touch after I graduate. Mom and Dad, you guys don't have a choice. I'm running out of time now, so congratulations to the class of 2022. We made it. I'm very proud of everyone out here.
Well, we did it. We made it through. Now we are ready to continue our lives, make our best selves, and learn more about ourselves. Slowly but surely we'll make it. I'd like to speak about each person a little bit. Start here. He's been, there for me every time. Rather be with stupid memories of shooting each other with airsoft guns, Man, there were some stupid times. Or from drinking Mountain Dew, puking up a little bit, Or sitting there watching him crawl around like a hermit crab in a trash can. Always have those memories. Jacob, I also remember you if you can be heard. Man. Learn your uniqueness throughout the years, whether it be in Flight Club doing trust falls or again playing airsoft. Those good times. Eric, I've only known you for about 8 months, 9 months now, I don't know, something like that. In that short amount of time, I'd like to consider you a friend. Whether it be through the drum class or hearing you yell at us at esports. Bianca, we've only had very little meetings, but during those meetings I've gotten to know you, and you're a very kind and helping person. Dallin, I've come to know your unique personality too. I mean, you can change sometimes. Whether it be studying and hearing you crack a joke, or whether it be in sports playing Apex or something. Bradley, I don't know. You're just Bradley. We've gotten to know you pretty close though, whether it be outside, doing something, or goofing off in school, cracking jokes, talking about something that's not school appropriate. Trinity, you're the interesting one here. I mean, man, I've never gotten to really get you down. I mean, you can just do something and do it. I don't know. Rather be bringing your cat to school, not thinking you're getting in trouble either. Done that what, twice? James, you can just walk into a room and just say something completely inappropriate and make everybody laugh. Right? I mean, really, it's bad sometimes. It's funny though. It's bad. I would like to thank my mentor, Matthew Gore, and all the teachers that have helped me through the year. Man, we did it. That's it.
So Winston Churchill said one time, "This is not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of a beginning." And I know that we all look forward to seeing the next chapters that you guys write in your life stories. And I'm sure it'll be full of amazing adventures, just so that you go with full support and with all of our as we call the graduates up for President Shannon Silva Thorne to present their diplomas, they're going to also receive a governor's letter and a commemorative Alaskan silver coin from Superintendent Becker. And you also have some tickets from Island Alaska Sea Tickets. So, round trip tickets. Yeah. Okay. You guys hear me okay? Okay, it's really loud up here. So the governor's letter, Governor Mike Dunleavy gave you each individually a letter sent to him. And I'm just going to read the first paragraph. I mean, he's going to tell you to vote and all that stuff down at the bottom, but he's going to read the first part. Now that you're almost 18 or already 18, congratulations on your graduation from high school. Exciting experiences, and you get to take the reins of responsibility and make your own way. Whether your path leads to college, military service, the workforce, or other pursuits, you have the potential to positively influence our world. So, from Southeast Island School District, class of 2022, you have reached numerous milestones and have had many accomplishments, challenges, and have had to strictly apply yourself to completing the work necessary to get to where you are today. Congratulations, you did it. Life is a journey, and the end of one part is always the beginning of another. We wish you joy on each path that you take, strength on each choice that you make, patience at every turn and new start, and success as you reach for your dreams in your heart. Your future is bright, and having earned a high school diploma, you are now better equipped with the go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you have imagined.
On behalf of the Southeast Island School District Board of Education, I accept these graduates as having met the requirements of the state of Alaska and of Southeast Island School District for graduation and the awarding of high school diploma. Congratulations, class of 2020.